Hey everyone, it's been a while. It's been a while since I just sat right here and talked to you guys. Hope you guys had a great start to the year 2025. And so today I just want to share with you guys on my year 2024, do some reflections, share with you my wins and losses. Two major things happened to me in 2024. The first one being at the start of the year, my best friend, my dog Angel passed away in February, close to Chinese New Year. So it's been about a year already, and it was an event that broke me for a good while. I don't know what it feels like to really lose a child, but it kind of felt that I lost a child. That kind of feeling, because dogs are just so innocent, so perfect. And to just watch your child grow old and sick and pass away, it was painful lah. Some people might say, yeah, it's just a dog, right? Why keep talking about it? But for pet owners, you will know that, yeah, dogs are family. And so I think about her every day. The grief gets better. It's not as raw as when she just passed. I've processed through my grief and cried my heart out, and it's definitely I'm in a better place right now, definitely. But I still miss her. I miss her presence, her energy. Every time I would get back home, she would be there to greet me. I miss just taking walks with her. I just miss all of that. And but out of all the things, I really just wished that she could meet my son for at least once, for a couple of months. I just wish they had some sort of interaction. But things happen, and it is what it is. And she passed on before Kieran was born. Which kind of leads me to the second major event that happened to me in 2024. And that is, I became a dad. Became a parent. It's still a very wild thing to say, even right now, after being a parent for like 7 months. And if you have watched my vlog, you would know that I was very afraid of just the thought of having a kid, a child. It's just a very scary thought for me. But at the same time, I'm not getting any younger. Mel is not getting any younger. And I was at a point where life felt a bit stagnant. I mean, I was traveling, creating travel videos, but I thought like, you know what, maybe if it happens, it happens. Maybe I need something to just shake my life up. And lo and behold, Mr. Kieran Cole came in last year, June. It's been a ride. Parenthood has been a ride. It's difficult, and I can totally understand why some people don't want to have kids. Because it involves a lot of sacrifice. And it really takes a village to raise a kid and still have some sort of a quality of life. Right? And I'm so thankful to have a village so that I can still continue to do what I do. Very thankful to have a helper at home to take care of, the mundane chores. It really elevates the quality of life if you can afford a bit more to have a helper at home. And secondly, I have my in-laws. I'm very thankful to them. They love their grandson a lot. They're always very willing and happy to help out, to take care of Kieran. And last of all, most importantly, is I'm very grateful to have Mel. She is the one holding the fort when, I have to travel for jobs, for work. Yeah, she's the one holding the fort. And I'm very, very grateful for her. I wouldn't be able to continue to do what I do if not for her. Very appreciative and very grateful to, do this with her. Yeah. Just very thankful for my wife. Yeah, parenthood, I mean, the first few months was very tough. The newborn stage, to be honest, I'll be very frank, it's not very enjoyable. Just because there's no ROI. All you're doing is trying to keep the baby alive. The baby is just crying and sleeping all day. They don't smile at you. So you just don't feel that sense of fulfillment during the newborn stage, the first 2 months at least. It's tough, and you still have to do the midnight feeds. But right now at this stage, Kieran is reaching about 7 months old. And I feel like at this point, it definitely feels more fulfilling. And when, you get to see your son, your baby, smile. I think the biggest reward for any parent is just to see their kids happy. and see them smile, see them laugh, and crack. Achoo! You know, like, that's the biggest reward for any parent, I feel. And Kieran, is developing a personality. He's a bit playful, a bit naughty. We are still navigating through that, but overall, it feels more fulfilling right now. There are still challenges. He will still cry in the middle of the night, and it's a baby thing. And really the thing that I am most looking forward to is to, slowly see him develop more awareness and to start enjoying what the world has to offer. Not even just traveling yet, but to, enjoy the playground, enjoy the pool, go to the zoo. And eventually, of course, I look forward to traveling with him and have all of those experiences with him. It's also nice to have this new human experience of raising a kid and to relive your childhood again, and you get a second chance to raise yourself, because I see a lot of myself in him, and I definitely want to try and be the best parent that I can be. This is also the challenge for me, being a content creator, being a travel content creator, balancing between work and spending quality time with him. It's a very, very, very tough balance. It's not as easy as just, setting a schedule 9 to 6 p.m. The rest is family time. It's very fluid for me. There are certain times where I really need more hours to push out work because I am a solo creator. It's not, there's no one there to cover for me. This is the part where the balancing is going to be a challenge. We'll just have to see how it goes on. And so the next reflection of the year for me in 2024 will be about my career. I mean, I'll be frank with you guys. For the most part of the year, it's been a weird year, as the title suggests. I saw opportunities slowing down a bit for the year, at least the good first 3 quarters of the year. Partially maybe also because of me having a baby, and I definitely have to take time off. Budgets have been cut. I've talked to several creators and they kind of agree that it's just harder to negotiate for the value of your work. It's harder for me to negotiate the value of my work because I'm not a top tier creator, right? I'm sort of like middle class. I classify myself as that. So it's just harder to negotiate for that. It's a slower year for me in terms of that. Things only picked up from September onwards, where I had probably, my favorite project so far, favorite collaboration, and that was with our world-renowned, our beloved Changi Airport. It's like the pride of us Singaporeans. And as a travel content creator, this is a huge deal for me. Someone who just came from nothing. It's really a huge deal for me to be working with our airport. And it was to promote China. I had a lot of creative freedom. It kind of just felt like I was producing my own content, and there was a decent budget for that as well. So I get to plan my own itinerary. I went to Chongqing and Chengdu for that, and I got to do the things that I want to do, interesting things that would be great for me to showcase, and the content did pretty well. Very, very thankful for that. And of course, throughout the year, I also had a few good brand collaborations, like with Hyundai. That trip was really, really fun, collaborating with Tobiato, shooting for Niseko Village. That was a dream itself. Working with a ski resort. Oh yes, not to forget, working with the Jetstar to promote China, Wuxi. That was a really fun project as well. And also, I gave a talk at last year's Sony Alpha Fest at Changi Jewel. Insane location to give a talk at, and I got to meet some of you guys. We had a good long chat, and that was really fun. Very surreal as well to meet you guys in person, and I'm very grateful for that. And so I ended off the year really still feeling abundant, not coming from a place of lack. Oh yes, one more major thing that I did was the scariest thing for me to do in 2024, other than having a baby, is my first group experience, my first community trip. It was something that I always wanted to do and try out and just push my boundaries. And I'm so grateful and thankful to be able to work with the travel intern and with my buddy, Hendrik. I think he did an amazing job with the logistics and to lead the group. Without him, the group trip wouldn't be possible, and it was a trip that we really built from the ground up. We went to Austria for an epic winter experience. I wanted the trip to have a mix of everything, visiting the magical towns, doing exciting winter activities like snowboarding, walking with an alpaca, sledding, tubing. I think overall we achieved our objective. All of the explorers and participants, I believe they had a good time. But there are also some things that I wish I could do better. I was pretty stretched thin during that trip. I was doing many things on top of trying to be a host. I was doing the usual vlogs, trying to document the trip, and also wanted to take photos of the participants for them to have some memories. I wanted to print a photo book. I also had some deliverables for the Austria tourism board to capture some visuals for them. And so I was just trying to do a lot of things, and I was spread thin a lot. And so I was just very caught up with the back end of things, trying to document the trip. And it's just very hard for me to also be in front and try to be rah-rah and hosting. And you guys know me, I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. So it really took a lot out of me. And I also fell sick in the middle of the trip, a little bit sick during the snowboarding portion. And so something that I reflected on and felt like I could do better is, I did try to engage with everyone as much as possible and just be 110%, but definitely I was stretched thin. The next thing I would like to say is my merch or, phone case project, side hustle business. Yeah, it really started out as something that I felt like I personally want to buy for my own phone. Just felt like there was a lack in Japanese inspired phone cases. I wanted to have it as, sort of a side income to supplement doing videos, creating content. But as of right now, it's not making much money. It's not making money lah. I see it more as a branding thing rather than a side hustle, because it really takes a lot to maintain an online shop, always coming up with designs. It takes a lot of time to set things up, the systems to be up. It takes a lot of time to design good collections. Yeah, just doing online content and creating content itself is already so time consuming. So I think these are all of the main points and reflections about my year. And moving forward in 2025, I'm not a fan of trying to over plan too much in the new year. I'm still in the mode of trying to process everything and trying to clear some headspace. I have a few trips planned, like going back to Finland for work, and also I'm going back to South Australia, Adelaide, for a project with Klook. So that's going to be interesting. And I'm holding my next and my second group experience. And this time, from the snow, we are taking it to the seas. We're going to do Komodo Island. Yeah, I've always thought that it was a great idea to have a group experience at Komodo Island because there's the live aboard experience. We could rent a whole ship and stay together and just go island hopping together. I think that is such a great idea, which I always wanted to try out. I just feel in my guts that this is a good experience to have a group experience again with you guys. And it's also a lot more affordable. It's going to be a very adventurous one. It's going to be fun. And it's an experience that I personally feel that is good for a group experience rather than doing it on your own. The sign up is in the link below in the description. Okay, it's editor Sean here. So I just want to let you guys know that I have 2 vlogs coming up. Excuse me. What's so funny? Look at this guy, he's standing up on his own already. What the hell? The first vlog is me traveling with this guy for the very first time, so it's gonna be very, very exciting. Look out for that. And the second vlog would be me heading to Niseko for some snowboarding action. It's super epic, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for sticking with me through 2024. I really appreciate each one of y'all for, liking my videos, commenting in my videos. I really appreciate each one of you guys. Wishing all of y'all a great start to 2025. Take it easy. Don't need to always have everything figured out or everything planned out for the year. Slowly, in your own timing, in your own pace. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own pace. Looking forward to this year. More videos, more adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace. Bye-bye.